Like, I thought my minions were virtually invulnerable, and for the most part, it seems like they are. It's just that one fire dude. That really doesn't want, or really doesn't want, really doesn't like him. Everybody else, yeah, is totally fine. I mean, I'm taking some damage here, but eh. I'm not exactly nearly as well built as the rest of my gooners are. Or do I need to be? I just need to let them go and then make sure I don't run out of my gooners. Whee. Arch of minions. I don't know what it is. If it's like the blurriness of stuff, I've noticed for the past 2 times that I've recorded this, I've actually been much more cross-eyed when playing this. Maybe it's one of those where I legitimately don't have to do anything. I just have to make sure I'm not like in the middle of like Dangerville. And, you know, playing this is much more of an exercise of just like get myself in, get myself out, and try not to risk anything. Let's see. But I think as a result, I'm not looking at this game very directly. Either that or it's just like this hotel. I really haven't been getting enough rest here, so who knows? We haven't had the train go by, which is nice. A loud train. I think it showed up in like a video. Might have been Astroneer. No, well, I don't know. I don't remember. Wow. Multiple of these dragon dudes is deadly. Oh, hi. Just resummon all of my dudes. Give me all that gold. I'm so glad I don't have to pick up gold in this game. That sort of thing was kind of annoying. The less like fiddly bits you have to do in an ARPG, the better it feels. Ish. I don't know. I was enjoying that about Diablo, that you really could just like sell quite a lot of stuff for like, I think you could actually salvage quite a lot too, in anything below like X value, and that was kind of a really nice system. I'm not sure if I cared too much for the crafting. No, I really liked the crafting, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm sure if we checked my equipment right now, you'd see that I've got some items from like 20 levels ago that I just haven't bothered to replace yet, which probably would be a decent reason why I get wrecked anytime I get close to these enemies. But, you know, especially as a minion master, just raw metrics don't seem particularly important compared to the bonus effects. Which goes back to my whole thing of like, yeah, just mild upgrades on, you know, mild upgrades on stats and stuff aren't super compelling, whereas comparatively, yeah, that 30% minion speed bonus, that is actually really compelling. I mean, yeah, obviously it's just a speed bonus, but, you know, that's something that kind of makes a difference with what I'm doing, as opposed to just like, it gives you about just 5-10 more defense stats. And maybe if I had like a giant stat screen that actually showed all of the long-reaching effects, I'd care more, maybe? Oh boy, I actually have to almost hotkey my minion summons. Is that 2 mid-bosses? That is 2 mid-bosses. Oh, they get the fire. It's a lot of fire. it's still less damage than what my dog does. My dog is goofy strong. I wonder if my dog's damage actually scales, like the spells, based on that buff. Because a lot of that damage is just coming from the fact that I've got a buff to make them do like nearly 200% extra damage. Hello.
You have slowed our plans, visitor, but Ordrak's time is endless. All we require now is a willing sacrifice. Once you are dealt with, I will retrieve Syl and complete the Dark Ember. Kneel or perish.
Do we have anything else? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. He's like, kneel or perish, and I just like walk back out the door, and I'm like, huh, did I miss any loot?
Your pet has departed.
Probably didn't. I'm pretty thorough here. You know, gotta double check. Alright, dog's back. Inventory is clear. I don't know, this is one of my favorite things to do in RPGs, I guess. Anytime when you're about to do the final confrontation with, like, the big bad, it's really satisfying for me to just, like, totally ignore it. Oh, hey, there you are. What's up, Aldrich? Let's see. He's summoning a lot of those dragons. It looks like he's dying, though. There it goes. He got skeleganked, bro. Well. As usual with the boss fight, I lifted no fingers to help. Okay, I might have lifted a finger to grab some of the loot. But helping? Helping's for other people. Point activated. Alright, stairs down. Final confrontation time. Let's let's do this, or well, let's not do this. Let's have my minions do it all. Hello. This is a cool looking thing. Let's see. So all my golems are here. It looks like my skeletons are looking a little light. Or actually, that's the maximum number of skeletons I can have. Okay.
Ordrak, receive my sacrifice.
Oh. Well, boss time. Oh, sweet. I needed some more of these. Alright, so that's Ordrak. I guess I should probably help. Might be faster for me to just directly attack. Well, I gotta give him credit. He's actually surviving some of my attacks. Well, I don't know. He's not dead yet. Probably summon more skeletons just in case. Zombies too? I don't remember if I'd actually kept up with my zombies. Oh, that was relaxing. Beast Slayer 1. Huh. Yeah, so they just dropped corpses left and right. Probably so I'd have things to summon with? Maybe? I don't know. There's just like weird dragon men just spawning and dying all over the place. Yeah. Well, that is not anything to do with my house. Damn it. It's just random dev email. Hey, we maxed out Pet Mastery by beating the last boss. I'm gonna mute this for a second. That I'm gonna get any important calls in the next like 10 seconds. So we're gonna turn up the sound volumes. It might get a little loud, but I want to hear the voice acting properly as opposed to.
You have done so much for Torchlight and for me. I cannot thank you enough, my friend.
The Dark Ember. I do not yet understand it. Does it have any purpose now that Ordrock has been destroyed? Ordrock harnessed the energy of an entire mountain of Ember, but he could never leave the focal point of his web. He was a prisoner of his own power. But was the Dark Ember meant to free him? That would mean it had the power to channel energy directly from the focal point. Imagine it. The power of an entire mountain of Ember in the palm of my hand. I have so much more to learn. I may not be leaving Torchlight for quite some time.
Is that it? Are we good? Can we get to town? Are we done? I guess I can go turn this in.
Hello there.
Aha! The collection is complete. This is a ghastly piece. The blight has consumed it completely. I cannot wait to examine it. I can already hear it calling to me. You know, for research purposes, one can never have enough samples. They're also quite valuable if one can find the right collector. I'll be able to fund my research for years, and of course you'll have your share of the profit. More importantly, I'll have a chance to examine each sample and learn secrets from the deep. I'm afraid my experiments have destroyed the sample of Deathlace, Ember. If you could retrieve another from floor 1 of the Shadow Vault, I'd pay you for the trouble.
You have gained a task.
So, are we just done?
The cycle is broken. Ordrock will not consume Torchlight as he did so many other civilizations. And yet, the corruption remains. Perhaps some part of his spirit lingers even now. I will remain here a while to ensure the town is safe. I understand that you must continue your journey, but there are still unexplored chambers below. We will have to deal with the twisted creatures there eventually, and the treasures you find may prove useful.
Okay, so how do we go down? So, we went to the lair. We don't have any more portals, and I'm assuming that just brings us right back into the dungeon. So, I'm gonna try going to the lair. Is there like a staircase down somewhere? Because the guy said Shadow Vault. I should probably turn the sound effects down. They got kind of thunderous. Yeah, where's the Shadow Vault? They don't really explain... Oh, found it.
Hi there.
I've been watching you, hero. Voltar the Ravager has watched you too. Darkness enfolds his floor 1 lair. That's where he will challenge you. Release him from his service, and I will reward you well. So here's where we actually start getting the good stuff. Bragnag, Assus, Epic Spike Shoulders Gar, Crowded Cranmore, Human Gar, Flirk 1 Gar. Alright, to the Shadow Vault.
Quest.
So, I'm not going to do more of this, probably. What I might do is actually look into retiring this character. But I wanted to see, while we're here, what is the Shadow Vault? Because all we have to do is complete floor 1.
I can't carry anymore.
That I can do. Okay, so we also have some other stuff to work on to deal with. Let's see, increased gold find. Is probably better. Can I warp out of here? Okay, I can warp out of here. I got it. I had to double check that because yeah, we've got a bunch of gems in my inventory that I don't really need. But yeah, then we'll figure out how to retire a character. Because I think I'm gonna retire this guy, as fun as he was, whatever. I'm curious how it goes. Or maybe I should look at least the charts. Maybe I won't retire him yet, but maybe we'll get there. Because I think I will admit, I like the idea of the alchemist, but because none of his spells scale with magic, or not magic, none of his spells scale with his weapons. It actually like very heavily makes him kind of not an attractive prospect as far as gameplay goes. You know, the idea of it is neat. But, yeah. Okay, epic spiked shoulders. Not actually that good, comparatively. I mean, I'll use them, but not like amazing or anything like that. Oh, there's the lever. Another lever? Probably on the other side. Or over there? We'll see. There we go. I was like, there's a spot in here. You can tell.
Quest complete.
We're just gonna kind of clear this floor. So it looks like effectively, after beating this game, you just end up with infinite random dungeons that take you through all of the tile sets that you've done before, but you know, remixed with bunches of different enemies. It's a nice system. I'll give it that, and the drop rates seem to be considerably more interesting. It's just a matter of like, well, I don't know. I'd rather play something new. I think I would care more if my build, you know, if there's still stuff to do to like max my character out or anything like that. But you know, as it stands, it's very much a like, well, here's like a couple of things for you to do, and other than that, it's just grinding. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Okay, this looks good. Crit chance, magic attribute, mana stolen, pet and minion armor, health. Yes. Considerably better. Goodbye, Serpent Gloves. You were kind of cool back in the day. Now, not so much, though. I'm betting they've killed half of my imps, so I'm just gonna kind of resummon them and go with it. It looks like my golems are fine. Fine. It's just a matter of the imps. At least my spells do a buttload of damage. My attacks definitely do the most. Let's see. I'm curious how tough these floors get, too. I wonder if you can reset it as well. Probably. Again, something I think I would care about more if this is like a game I was committed to past this point, but it really is a mix of like, one, as a YouTuber, as a person that does like series as opposed to like kind of focused on like one game at a time, there's not a whole lot of like immediate, yeah, I wanna go bananas for, how would I describe it? I don't want to like latch myself to a game for just like basic repetitive content. I'm sure there's people that, you know, people will watch very specifically for, say, Diablo 3 League runs and stuff, and streamers that do that sort of thing. And I can totally see the appeal for it, but for me, I just finish games. I like finishing games. It's satisfying because I can say, you know, I've played it now. I've seen Torchlight, and you know, we're taking a peek at, you know, what else it has to offer, which doesn't seem bad. But there's so many other games that I can get through, and I guess it's kind of one of those where it's like I'd ask for input, but I think I kind of know what I'm going to be doing next. What I want to do is at least kind of have one series going on that's like from an older game. I think I might be too busy for that for at least a little while, especially because I got to go back and finish some of the other series I haven't finished. God Eater, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's go down. But so, assuming things work out, we're probably actually going to start Torchlight 2 sometime around when this series ends on YouTube, which is kind of neat. And that'll be multiplayer. At least it'll be Shell and myself, but it'll probably involve... I mean, Vac said he was interested, so I'm kind of hoping we can do like some kind of group thing. And then maybe we'll get a fourth. I don't know. And then after I'm done with that, I don't know. Maybe we'll do Titan Quest or like Grim Dawn or something. Or hey, my scrolls stack up to 200. I actually managed to get overflow there. Funny. But yeah, there's so many games and so little time. But they're good games. I really enjoy doing this series. I'm glad I got the opportunity to, while bumming around in a hotel room. I'm not going to say bored out of my mind, but you know, stressing out over you know, whether or not I actually have a place to move into. I'm gonna get rid of this helmet. As much as I like it, the Shadow Guise is better, and we're gonna find something new anyway. Alright, let's see. So how do we do retirement? Oh, her. Retires characters and improves heirlooms. It's been a long journey for you. If you wish, you may retire. Be forewarned, retirement is permanent. On retiring, you may pass down one of your items as an heirloom to your descendant. It will be further enhanced. Your descendant will receive the benefit of your fame and begin their own journey with increased skill. Come speak to me again when you wish to retire. Oh, do we retire this sucker? What item do we heirloom? I know exactly. Maybe? Because I could heirloom Gaston's band. Okay, you know what? Let's look this up. Because I think the retirement system for Torchlight is really cool. But I've never, like, really... Well, I mean, it's never mattered up until now. And I'm sure if I played this game consistently, retirement would be rad. Okay. Let's see, Torchlight. Isn't there... I thought there was like a wiki table that actually showed you how it works. Let's see. This is kind of a stumbling finish, but that's okay. Torchlight, Goldenrod, New Game Plus. Okay, when starting a New Game Plus, character will retain their full inventory stat skills statistics, but monsters start at level 51 or higher, quests are reset, environments are re-rolled, multiplayer is restricted to players at New Game Plus. This is probably Torchlight 2, then. It appears in Minehead. Yeah, that's... Oh, Goldenrod. Okay. So Goldenrod. Backed up your save file. All your items, you want to keep her in the shared stash. Items in your own stash will be wiped out as soon as you delete the character. Okay, the heirloom item will have your hero's name embedded on it. be highly improved. Requirements of the item will be decreased, but it'll likely take some time to own up to it. Items can be placed in a shared stash, making it available for any other characters. Descendant character will have added fame and 5 more skill points to spend at the beginning of the game. Your retired character can be seen on the load screen with the retired word next to it. You cannot play with this character, but he or she will always be remembered. Neat. So, let's see. Yeah, what did I go bananas for recently? I mean, there's Leonardo's Conundrum, but I think the Unor Jewel is probably my favorite. So let's just enchant the butts out of this with whatever is left. And then share that along. Because it seems like it's the most all-roundery thing I've got. And I'm sure if I cared more, I could probably go real crazy with this. But it's fine. Okay, so the price is going up considerably. I could sell my extra equipment. I guess I might as well. Because I'm going to retire this character. We might as well either stash up or sell everything that we don't need. It's favorite. Okay. Any of these gems I don't care about? Oh, right. We have a quest to turn in. Let's have the Dreamcatcher. It's not better. Let me guess. He's going to say, go to level 3. Get another thing. That's okay. Okay, so why don't we move over all of the equipment that I enchanted to hell and back again. Let's see. Let's take these gems out. Just the basic triangles. I don't need them. Because most of these are kind of worthless, but the ones that I went bananas for, I could hold on to those. Okay, let's sell these. Is that enough? Enough for one enchantment. Let's see if I can get a bit more. Okay, so last one. And then let's retire this character. Because, yeah, I could keep going with this guy. Or I could not. Oh, right. I was going to talk to her. Okay. Retire the Ulnor Jewel. Looks pretty good. Retire. Alright, so now we make a new character. So it could be a Vanquisher. Who might be kind of interesting. I've never really played Vanquisher. Or the game could freeze. Oh, no, okay, we're good. Let's do it. Let's do a Vanquisher. What do we call her? Good. We'll go with a cat. I'm gonna call it dog. Alright. And we'll play on hard. I mean, normal is too easy. I'm not gonna do this.
Torchlight were more severe than I expected, but I must admit I felt a bit relieved. Petty assignments often signal the end of a vanquisher's career. I came to restore the flow of Ember, but the darkness below Torchlight ran far deeper than the mines. It would be a test of both my skill and my conviction. Evil must be torn out at its root, and this one had buried itself deeply.
Okay, so we have... Did we actually retire?
Good to see ya. Good day.
Okay, so... Gleaming Ember. I thought we were supposed to have, like, fame. Oh, there it is. So we do have the... Dude's the Ulnor Jewel. Doesn't look like it's been drastically improved, necessarily, but that's okay. Alright, and we have all these potions. Grab that. Chug a log! Defense is going to be wicked high. Magic is going to be wicked high. This character is going to be beefy obscene to start with. I don't think I'm going to really play with her, but you know. You can have fun with it anyway. It'd be nice if there was a consume all button, but these are also modded in, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, we're almost done. Alright, done with that. What do we got on skill points? It says 1 remaining. Oh. Okay, never mind. So, Lightning Bomb. Needle Arc. Does just flat damage. Maybe? No, it actually looks like it does weapon damage as well. And dexterity? Maybe. So, Ricochet. This does... Well... I guess we might as well do ranged weapons expertise, because that's the meat of our damage. So, I guess our fame doesn't carry over? I thought we were supposed to have skill points. That did. That's a bit of shame. That said, my stats are obscenely high, so I guess it's not that big of a deal.
Help or stay out of the way.
Yeah, okay. It seems like Ricochet would have been...
Over here! I can't hold them back much longer.
You alright, Sil?
Okay. It seems like Vanquisher might have actually been pretty fun.
You have begun a new
Well,
quest.
so be it. Anyway, this is a fun series. Like I was saying, it was kind of fun to have the opportunity to do so.
In Torchlight.
I don't think I will play it again. I will gladly play Torchlight 2. I might even play Torchlight 2 like once or twice. But I think this is a decent stopping point for me right now. Well, obviously decent stopping point. I got so many other action RPGs to get through, and not nearly enough time. Because yeah, I'd like to go back and finish Grim Dawn actually. I've started it twice. I got decently far kind of in multiplayer, but I'd like to actually do like a legit full series on it someday. And so it would be kind of a fun thing to play through that game. I might play that solo, now that I'm thinking about it. I'll have to see. If only because the plot for that game was, it was awkward. Because you pretty much could only hear it if you were the character that talked to a character. So either, like, we would all have to, like, sit around and wait for one person to listen to all the dialogue and then, like, share it somehow, or, man, I don't even know. It didn't seem like it was going to be a pleasant experience. So that might be a solo thing. And I heard there's a new DLC coming out, so I'll have to see what the release date is for that, because I might start doing that as a solo thing. I really like these games. I grew up with them, so it's kind of nice to finally sit down and be like, you know what? No, I'm just going to play it, regardless of if it's exactly as good for my channel as, say, like playing a new game. Sometimes it's nice to go back and play old stuff. I think I might take a very short, I'm going to call it a detour. I started a Zelda randomizer run, Link to the Past. I really want to finish that, because I think that would be a lot of fun too. Anyway, I guess with this, I'll see you guys next time. And as always, thanks for watching.